don't need it. I need it!
Welcome back to We Can Fix It, to where if we work together, we can fix just about anything. My name's Danny, and today on We Can Fix It, we're back on the Batmobile. The video is late. It's Friday. I apologize. I literally just finished this video, more than likely this afternoon or Friday morning. So this one's really cutting it close for this week. Essentially, what it is we're going to be working on trying to get the Batmobile's fender finished by this weekend and then put on the vehicle, so that way we can get the measurements to find out again how long it's going to be. I've got all the metal to put it together with. I just need to know the width, length of the car, and so hopefully we can get that done this weekend. So this is going to be a little bit of a different beginning to our video. The reason is because I wanted to go over something that one person was stating to me, which was cut my losses on the Batmobile. I stated back to him that no, I don't give up. I don't, and I will not give up. Plus, it's a family project. Me and the son's doing it, so it's got meaning behind it as well. I'd much rather spend money and spend time with him then stay in the house and he stays on a game and I stay in just typing around on a computer doing 3D prints and all other stuff. I'd much rather spend time with him by building something or going out somewhere. So money's not important. His time is. But it got me to thinking, how much is it going to cost me to build this Batmobile? And why did I choose to go this route? Well, starters is I was in auto body. I know about auto body. I know about fiberglass, but I've never taken on something this extensive. I've been in auto mechanics. I know pretty much everything about a vehicle to a point. Now, newer vehicles, it gets a little bit more hazy because I'm not really good, I'm not really saying really good, just kind of more of a not used to the computer systems and all that stuff, which I could probably learn it, but it just is so much money to get involved in it. For me, I'm not working on other people's things. I'm working on my stuff. So I wouldn't spend $2,000 to find out what the check engine light is when I can go up to the local Advanced store, O'Reilly's or wherever, and just have them plug theirs in and there you go fix it. So anyway, I was thinking about how much we were spending on the Batmobile. So the first portion of this is going to be the chassis. So I bought an 06 Suburban, and this was a complete vehicle aside from drivetrain, and I mean it had the interior, it had everything in the vehicle. I probably could have put a motor and transmission in it, resold it, and made a little money, because that was all it was missing. So I took that and pretty much tore it all apart, me and the boy did, and we cut it up into small pieces. We actually hauled it off in pieces back to the junkyard. We ripped all of the wiring in it, all of the aluminum out of it. We separated all of it. It had the converter still, so we had the exhaust. We just sawzalled out the converter and threw the exhaust with the rest of the metal. So I spent $1,000 on it, and aside from gas, I broke even. I literally did. So I don't I can't count that because I actually literally broke even on the chassis. All right, so now let's get into the fiberglass. So let's go over some figures. So for the driver's side quarter panel, this is not including the 3D printing material, that white stuff right back there. That's not including the 3D printing material, which is going to be separate, which I'll tell you that how much about that cost as well. So right now, as of today, just fiberglass and fiberglass resin for the driver's quarter panel each is $200 for just the fiberglass alone. So together will be $400. For the resin that you put on the fiberglass is $350 each side. I haven't done the passenger side yet, but we are just doing like if it was a 1-to-1, which equals up to $1,100. Okay, so that's not bad considering that a recreation of the Batmobile, which may or may not be 1-to-1 recreation, is $10,000. Okay, I know of 2 places that sells body kits for the Batmobile, and they are 10 grand. That's no chassis, nothing, just the body. The hood for one side is $50, so that equals up to $100 for both. Same thing for resin is $50, equals up to $100 for both sides, which equals in total for the hood for just the for trying to do both sides again, just acting as if we were able to use an equal amount on both sides, is $200. So between the quarter panels from the back of the car to the hood, it's not the canopy, not the trunk, nor them little side gun doors and stuff. For right now, just the body, okay, aside from the canopy and the trunk, right now I have been spent $1,300. I've got a wiring kit out of an old Chevy pickup truck. That's all you need. Unless you want to do some other things, which I am going to put vintage air on it, and hopefully, but there won't be no, guns and fireball coming out of the back. So, but again, I mean, just for the wiring alone was like $20, $30. I found a guy that was selling selling a truck for parts off Amazon. I shot up there in that day, and I knew how to take everything out, so I just ran up there real quick, and I removed every stitch of wiring out of that truck. Labeled it and got it all put up. So now we're going to get to the filament, what I'm using to create the body in order to fiberglass. So here is going to be a little bit of math. All right, so it is $25 for each thing of filament. So we're going to go $25, and then I'll tell you what, we're going to do $50 because I get 2 of them a week. And let's see here. We'll just say times 52. We're looking at $2,600 in filament. Okay. So 26 and 26. Hmm. 26, and then plus plus 1,300. And then we're going to add okay, so essentially, with the filament is $2,600 for the year. That was for the front. I mean, for 2 years. That was for the front and the back. The other side's going to be another $2,600 roundabouts. So which I'm doing 3D prints as well. That isn't involving the Batmobile. So we have another $2,600 coming. I added that to what I've spent, plus $200 more for the rest of the smaller pieces that need to be fiberglassed. I'm still at $6,700. I've got a chassis, I've got a motor, and I've got the lights, I've got wiring, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I can put on this car. And I'm still under the 10,000. I've got, let's see, 6, almost 7. I've got like $3,000 playing money. You know, I'm aside from doing this with my son, this is spectacular. I don't have to spend the money on trying to purchase the car and then have to source all this other stuff. I'm purchasing it as I go, and I'm building it, and I'm not going to stop. Alright, so the next portion of all of this is going to be us doing some fiberglassing, us putting together some of the filament. This weekend I'm going to be working more on the Batmobile. We're going to try to get it lined up so that way we can start welding. And if we succeed, we'll start welding this weekend. If we don't, and I have to hold off on another week, we'll go to another episode like the Nova or 3D prints or something of that nature, and we'll come back to it. But don't worry, when we come back to it, it's going to be a lot of stuff we're doing. So anyway, I hope you like the rest of the video, and I will get back with you when we're done. So when I left you guys last, we had created this portion of the front end of the Batmobile. This has the headlight housing and a little bit of the front fender, and we actually fiberglassed it, if you remember. So I continued with the PLA prints, and unfortunately the prints had a fault when they were created, and it created this situation.
John, the Batmobile prints are having a...
We continued to build until we got to a point, and we finally plastic welded the back half to the front portion of the Batmobile's fender. So this is what it looks like, completely welded back together, and now
the time has come.
Oh boy, this is the first coat of fiberglass. Got him over here. I've got a curious dog that likes eating stuff. Get out from over here. She ain't supposed to. Alrighty. So we're starting with this. I'm going to do something a little bit different than last time. So let me show you what I did last time. Lydia, here. She's a good girl. Alright, so last time I was having issues with the body because of the fact that when I put this on the fiberglass, everything come off except for a couple of pieces. Now that might happen the same way because I didn't have no release agent on it. That was my fault. But anyway, so I had to add cardboard right here, as you can see back here, in order to fill in this little hole so I could put all the parts in that I'm supposed to. And then there was a few other things. So when I started taking everything apart, naturally, you can see up here, it's all flimsy as can be. Lydia, gap them under there. And with it being flimsy like that, it's hard to line it up. So this time, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave that on there. And we're going to shape it, we're going to sand it, all that good stuff. And then I'm going to remove the plastic out from under it. And that's it. That's how we're going to work it. That way I can get everything nice and smooth, kind of as close as possible. And then I'll lay down the woven over top of it to keep the shape. And that'll be it. So next we're going to flip this over tomorrow, and we're going to do the base of it and flip it back over the next day, and we're going to kind of finish in a few of the spots. You can tell there's only one coat here because it's light, one coat here that's light. Same thing in the back. This needs to be repaired. It lifted on me. You can see I puckered up all through here. I'll just cut that out, lay it back down, and then put a piece right there. I already fiberglassed in a little bit back in here, so that'll help out a little bit. But yeah, this I don't need to have nothing laid down right here because this is going to be going across, because I'm adding a little bit extra width. But yeah, looking pretty good so far.
Well, it seems we didn't get far on the build, but luckily we have everything put together. And we also have it starting to get in some fiberglass. So the next time we meet, we may be attaching this body, the fender, to the chassis and lining it up. And we will just kind of get it in line to a, that way we know where the wheelbase is going to be. And I can measure it out and measure out the other side the exact same, weld it together, and we're off to the races. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if we work together, we can fix just about anything.